Alright guys, today we are going to do a primer ball on a shindaiwa t261. That's all we were doing. That's all they want done on this is a primer ball. I'll put the primer ball in the description below. First thing we'll do is take off this spark plug boot. Now we're going to go ahead and take off this Allen, this Allen, this Allen, and this Allen. This one has a ground wire on it, so remember that when you're putting it back together. So now you're going to loosen this 8mm nut that's in here. So you're wrenching it and loosen it, and then you can turn this thing carefully over this way like that. Now you can get this whole cover up off of there. You know, a little manipulation obviously. I'm going to get that off. 2 hands. You just lift it up like that. No big deal. Now we're going to take a Phillips head screwdriver. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's get this dirt out of here. Let's spray everything off around here with the dirt off of it. So when we do remove these 4 Phillips heads, we won't get any dirt in the carburetor. Just use a can of carb cleaner or brake cleaner. Alright, now we got that rinsed off, getting those hard chunks off. There's still some in there, whatever. Just try not to get any dirt in there. You take these 4 Phillips heads out. We're going to just pull off the primer ball and that metal plate and try to leave the rest on. Look, here's an issue in here. This is messed up. It's twisted up. Alright, so we're going to get a new one of them. This is a one-way duckbill valve. See, it's got that little... So the fuel will go through it, but not back through it. But it was all twisted up and torn, so we're going to put a new one on. So we got the brand new one right here. We're going to go ahead and just stick it in the hole, and push it in, kind of wiggle it around. There you go. Now it's nice and perfectly in there. I'm going to push our primer ball out of this, put our new primer ball in it, and just make sure that this lip is up towards the primer ball. Wipe it off, make sure there's no dirt in there. Going to set that in place on the carburetor. I have to hold it there, I believe. Yeah, I'm going to have to hold it there. And then you're going to put the 4 screws back in it. This goes with the flap down towards the fuel lines. You look, you got these 2 holes. There's 2 pins in there. There's 2 pins that fit right in there. So it's the only way that it goes on. Flap out towards the primer ball. Now we're just going to tighten this down in a crisscross pattern. Just get them kind of snugged up first, and then you go in, tighten a little bit more, tighten a little bit more, tighten a little bit more. Alright, so then we just prime it real good. Make sure that that primer ball is working. Alright. Now, we pull this cable back out, and we're going to set this back in place. Work our way in there. It's a 2-hand deal. I got to fight everything. Make sure this cord here. Let me get that flashlight on. Alright, so there's that slot back there. So you're going to make sure that that cord sits down in that slot when you're pushing everything down. There's a metal plate back in here. No, you can't see it, but it's a gasket actually. It goes between the carburetor. That goes on the inside of the plastic, and then everything should sit down in place. Spark plug boot on, and then 4 Allen bolts in place. Oh, there's short ones and long ones. So the long ones go on the recoil. And then the short ones hold front down. Tighten them up. Put the ground in. This one right here requires the ground. Alright, so this isn't running very well. We'll do another video on adjusting the carburetor, if it will adjust. All the customer wanted me to do was the primer ball. I have a feeling he needs other things done, but that's all he's paying me to do. So give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if this helped you in any way, shape, or form. I'll put the primer ball in the description down below. Today's t-shirt will be in the description below as well. If you want me to do any advertising for you, I could use a sponsor. Message me. Peace.